The people on social media who would have you believe things without a scientific background, without logic, without anything except the fire of the messenger, are charlatans. Back in the days of the Old West, these people would be tarred and feathered. But they're on there telling you if you drink coffee and throw some butter in it, you're going to have this great burst of energy and you're going to be able to lose weight and do more. Now think about that. Butter and coffee. Bulletproof me with palm oil, coconut oil, butter. Why don't you just take your butter, put it on toast? You can deliver the fat to your arteries that way just as easy as you can through caffeine. It's funny because some people are credulous, and it's also sad because some people are willing to believe. People in my own office have tried this. When they found out they were gaining weight, they got off it. Who knows what's happening with their arteries? It's the same with anyone who would ever pick up a pen or put their finger on a keyboard to write a blog without any kind of research behind it, without any kind of scientific study behind it. Now be careful of studies. You've learned that statistics can be the most misleading thing there is. 9 out of 10 dentists recommend Colgate. Well, what was the size of the population? 11, 12, 100? And what is that in the entire scope of the project? Same with fish oil. You know, in Finland, a population of 2,000. This is what we found. And here's a diet in the Mediterranean. It's going to help you live longer. Maybe. But consider the source and then use your most discerning, powerful weapon. Right there. Your brain. Don't follow the masses off a cliff. Use your head. Does it make sense? What is it? Does it make sense? You know, the most famous motivational speaker in our time espoused a diet and really championed a diet that was a precursor for type 2 diabetes if you followed it. It was get up and starve yourself for as long as you can, and then eat some blueberries and some fruit. Do you know how he recanted? In about 2 lines in one of his later books. Oops, I guess I was wrong. Careful with that. I recently read a blog about mindset. It's fascinating because I've done a lot of work, a lot of extensive lifting for years on willpower. And I found out through the same sources that this particular individual cited that willpower is finite, but we can grow it. Well, on this blog, I guess this person wanted to champion mindset over willpower and said willpower is finite, but it's mindset that's going to get you to next. Let me ask you a question. Answer this at home. Answer this in your car, or answer this alone somewhere. Doesn't willpower hold you to habit? And mindset is that vision and that willingness to do it, but how can you do it without the willpower? Without the habits behind it that form from the understanding of what willpower really is, where it comes from, and how you can grow it? No, it wouldn't make sense. It's all about mindset. I'm going to put my mind to do something. I'm going to do it. It's my mindset. But if I don't have the power to follow through, that's just a pipe dream. Like so many other things on social media from so many different sources that it boggles the mind. Consider, as my parents told me, the source. Then do your own lifting and do the research before you put something into your body or into your head that becomes your reality, either by expanding waistline, deteriorating health, or a misguided approach to life. It's kind of my diatribe today. It is my diatribe today. It's where I go when I'm passionate with a fervor about helping people. Credibility is found from three distinct sources. One is inferred credibility. Now be careful here. Inferred means I have a degree. I have a degree in a certain discipline. I'm a doctor. I'm a psychologist. I'm a psychiatrist. I am whatever my degree tells you I am. So you infer based on a piece of paper or based on my credentials, who I've worked with, that I'm pretty good, that I'm pretty knowledgeable. Okay, now you're in the door. Now you want to go to my couch? Let's talk about this. Referred credibility, the second place it comes from. Someone pops up, wow, I was with Dr. So-and-so. I'm referring you because they did a great job. And then you start to look at referrals. That's referred credibility. The third is the most powerful. Experienced credibility. What did you get? What are you getting from being close to or understanding or engaging with or reading about this particular person? What's your experience? Give it a test case. What is it? That becomes powerful because from there you can refer. Inferred, referred, and experienced are the three forms of credibility. So when you read something and you see designations that would boggle your mind, it looks like alphabet soup, you think, wow, the person must know what they're talking about because they're all these things. Star Wars. It's great. They got to be because they're the biggest. They got to be the best because look who else they've worked with. Be careful. Be careful. It's the same in social media. Someone has a platform and a loud voice and a long reach, and you're willing to buy that messenger before you really dissect the message. Careful, careful, careful. With me or anyone, look into it for yourself. Don't buy it prima facie, on face value. Don't. Your health depends upon it. Your mind, your physical ability to do things, that emotional bandwidth you have, that ability to connect with people depends on what you consume. Be careful before you open that cereal box and consume all that sugar. Open up the butter and dip it in your coffee. Careful, doesn't make sense. You know, the most confusing area for most people is health. They don't understand what these programs are of how to eat. It's confusing because it's meant to be confusing. Someone champions a diet that's heavy in protein but no carbohydrates. Let me say this to you. How do you feed your brain? Your brain's going to run on sugars. Yes, it's got some fats in there. But really to start that day, you need some complex carbs. No, you can get by with fat. Give me a call at 1 o'clock. Let me know how your energy is. Careful about what you consume and how you consume it. You can grow your willpower, and that willpower is going to allow you to expand your base of inquiry beyond the vapid consumption of what someone with a degree or someone you think is cool tells you to buy, drink, or eat. This is Bill Wooditch. This is the Bill Wooditch Show. And I will be back next week with more, better, bigger. But none of it includes butter.